Alright guys, this is my 12-gallon Nano tank that I picked up a couple weeks ago, and I just kind of wanted to run through the whole tank and show you everything that's in here. So I bought the tank already established, and everything was okay in the move coming over to my house. And since then I have added a couple things to it, so I just kind of want to work my way through the tank. First thing we have here right in the front of the tank is a big rose bulb anemone, and that's my clownfish Ping, who has bonded to the anemone. He's really cool. And just to the right of that is my anemone crab, and he's got these really cool little sifter hands, and he sifts for food and particles in the water using those little hands and eats it. And right behind him is a little piece of torch coral, and that likes high current, so it sits there right by the pump and sticks out little arms into the current to catch particles of food as well. And then right below him is a branching soft coral. It's a leather coral. It grows pretty quickly and will actually probably have to be trimmed here shortly. And then right below him in the corner is my yellow watchman goby. He likes to hide out and build caves underneath the rocks and whatnot. He's really cool color of yellow. And right in front of him is a branching bubble coral. That's my candy cane coral, which is bright green, very cool color. Right now it's kind of shriveled up a little bit. It decides when it wants to come out, and when it does, it gets a lot bigger than that. And moving on to the left side of the tank, this is actually a piece that I added here in the front, and this is a branching coral. Very cool, has little hints of green in it, and you can actually see the mouth inside of it, and it grabs particles of food and puts it into those mouths that it has. And right above that is some green mushroom corals that are actually expanding and getting very big. They're super cool and growing. And just to the left of that is a new creature that I added just a couple days ago, and that is a feather duster worm. So that's actually a worm. He builds that little tube, and then that's his head that he sticks out with all the little feathers that actually catch particles of food in the water. And then moving around to the side of the tank here, this is another thing that I added recently, and those are some green zoanthids, which actually carry a poison that is one of the most poisonous organic chemicals known to man, so you have to be really careful if you're handling them. If they if you have a cut on your hand, and if you're fragging them, you want to make sure you wear protective gear, goggles and whatnot, because they can make you very sick and even be fatal in some cases. And then right next to the zoanthids is my cleaner shrimp, and he's kind of the cleaning station for the tank, and that is a scarlet skunk shrimp. And he's really cool. I've actually scuba dove with them in the wild, and they'll clean your teeth, and when I'm cleaning the tank, he'll get up underneath my nails and clean my cuticles and my fingernails and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. He's really neat. Also, there's a pistol shrimp in here, but he stays up in the rocks and only comes out at night, so that's the only time you see him. Alright, and then so just right above my scarlet cleaner shrimp is another mushroom coral growing. That's an orange mushroom coral, very pretty, and that is also starting to expand and grow in the tank, and actually just produced its first little offspring, which is also starting to grow, so that'll be really cool to see that expand. And then one of the last coral in the tank is my star polyps here in the back, a big colony of them. And they're a very hardy, fast-growing coral as well, with all their little heads sticking out feeding, and then at night they all retract back into that purple rock. It's very neat. And then the last thing I think I haven't talked about yet is my pygmy angelfish, which is the little blue fish with the yellow face. And I call her Stella. She's very neat, a little bit of a spaz, kind of swims all over the tank. And where most angelfish get over a foot long, she'll only get probably about 2.5 or 3 inches, which is perfect for a smaller tank. And then that's pretty much it. There's, the rocks are alive, so there's all kinds of stuff growing and living in them. I've had a couple small starfish appear randomly that probably came out of the live rock. And then also there's a couple hermits and snails. I've got a big turbo snail in the back and the whole cleanup crew. But other than that, that's my whole tank. It's a lot going on for only a 12-gallon Nano, but I really love it. Definitely getting into the the hobby of keeping aquariums, and I look to upgrade soon. So thanks for checking it out, guys.